She was elected Britain's first woman Prime Minister in May 1979. In more than 11 years in power, Margaret Thatcher changed her country's relationship with Europe. A month after she was elected, the first direct elections to the European Parliament took place. The only MEP to have been a member ever since was optimistic.
I understood it, although she was very conservative. It was something which was new, and it was a signal for all of Europe that ladies can become a Prime Minister or Chancellor, as we have now in the Federal Republic of Germany with Angela Merkel.
Mrs Thatcher was the first head of a government holding the Council presidency to report to MEPs on a summit. She cited the problems of the common agricultural policy, but her message was positive.
Speaking for myself, I believe that the community can and will rise to the occasion. For however diverse our national histories, we all know that our future lies in working together.
It was in 1984 at the EU summit at Fontainebleau, and not for the first time, that she demanded a rebate for Britain, explaining that the common agricultural policy meant Britain's contributions exceeded its receipts.
We are not asking for a penny piece of community money for Britain. What we are asking is for a very large amount of our own money back.
Her close friends say Lady Thatcher was growing increasingly suspicious about Europe's direction. Although she supported the single market, she had to negotiate away Britain's veto to get it, and got her minister, Linda Chalker, to sign it.
She saw the Single European Act as an opportunity to break down boundaries in Europe so that people could trade more easily and a lot of the needless obstructions could be removed. That was her ambition. And I don't think until later she realised what the political implications of all this might be.
When she next addressed the European Parliament in December 1986, her speech was interrupted by Northern Ireland member Ian Paisley, angry at the Anglo-Irish agreement. It was not his protest that stopped her, but the vain attempts of a small usher to snatch a poster from his hand, something she couldn't see, but which reduced the hemicycle to hysterics.
She could cope perfectly well with somebody shouting at her, standing in front of her. She could not cope with the idea that people behind her were laughing at her, or they were laughing at Ian Paisley, but she thought they were laughing at her, and that's when her speech was stopped.
Mrs Thatcher's attitude to Europe was made clear in her speech to the College of Europe in Bruges in September 1988.
We have not successfully rolled back the frontiers of the state in Britain, only to see them reimposed at a European level, with the European superstate exercising a new dominance from Brussels.
2 years later, Mrs Thatcher's hostility to Europe and unpopular domestic policies led to ministerial resignations and leadership challenges, and reluctantly she stepped down. But an award-winning film of her life shows her continuing influence on her party and the UK media. Her name has passed into legend, but her views remain entrenched in British political life.